Hi everyone, I'm gonna be reviewing what Caroline Deisler eats in a day, and afterwards we will look at what her daughter eats in a day.
Sleeping all? So yummy. Post dinner. Good morning, everyone. I thought I'd show you what I eat in a day. Aww. All right, guys, we just did some grocery shopping. Like the stroller life is the best. All right, guys.
It's great that she somehow managed to get pregnant. I have reviewed a video of hers many years ago already, but if she feeds her child a vegan diet also, then that's of course horrible. I'm all for having children as long as you can raise your children well and especially nourish them well.
I ordered a big celery, parsley, lemon juice, and I ordered this on the...
Is that in plastic? It kind of looks like plastic. That's bad because you have all of the acidity, such as from the lemons, and also celery actually, in there, not so much. And that would leach the microplastics into the drink. Parsley is very poisonous. Actually was used to cause miscarriages, natural abortions, as they would say. Thankfully, she's not pregnant now. Celery will give you eczema when you go into the sun if you drink a lot of celery juice or just eat celery raw, especially. And lemon juice all the time. Lemon juice should be consumed if you have food poisoning, for example. You need a lot of acid, but why would you drink that all the time?
Okay, so right now with my green juice, I'm just taking my iron supplement and omega-3. So I actually did a blood test not long ago, a few weeks ago, and everything looked really good. I was really pleased because I thought after breastfeeding for so long, my body is quite depleted, but I was actually okay, and I only was...
It shouldn't be naturally if you're well nourished. Breastfeeding should do nothing to you.
Little high in B12, which is interesting.
Well, the fake B12 because you take the B12 supplements, right? In reality, your B12 is very low.
So I reduced my supplement on that, and I was good in iron, which is great because I'm kind of prone to be low in iron.
You're maybe high in iron supplements in the blood. That's possible. That doesn't mean that your actual heme iron is high. And seeing as you're prone to being low on iron because you eat a vegan diet, you're malnourished because plants don't have over 15 micronutrients. Obviously, it's still the same problem. It has to be.
And my omega-3, omega-6 ratio was a little out of balance. I'm taking omega-3 now. And
there are no vegan omega-3s. Omega-3s are animal fats. If you eat the plant versions, then you still need to convert them to EPA, DHA if you take ALA,
and
ALA, some kind of seeds, which you cannot even digest anyway. It doesn't work like that.
What else? Yeah, the rest was liquid, so... Okay, guys.
So she drinks a green juice and takes supplements instead of eating naturally without supplements or green juice, whatever.
Not all the time to do some meal prepping. I pretty much every day prep kind of everything in the morning, and then it's just done for the day.
Papaya is one of the only fruits that I can't stand. I just cannot eat it. I cannot stand the taste. Maybe it reminds the vegans of meat or something because of the color. Looks like farmed salmon a little bit. Keep your papaya seeds. I'll show you a great digestion aid recipe. Man, papaya seeds are super poisonous. What the hell? Digestion aid? What? Is that why she drinks those acidic drinks? She probably has problems with her digestion. Because she just eats fruits and well, we'll see, veggies, I don't know. And papaya seeds were also actually used to cause miscarriages, same as the parsley. So this is hardcore poisonous stuff that she's recommending. Porridge, that's for slaves. I think that she lives in the UK or something, it looked like it. That's funny. Dates, just everything imported, doesn't even exist in Europe. Plant-based milk, what is that? Pumpkin, yeah, just seeds, dried fruits, pesticide-ridden berries, pesticide-ridden grapes. Lovely cultivated unnatural banana. Yeah, just completely fake food for a fake human. People who eat like her only usually eat fruits as whole foods, and then everything else is juiced or blended, made into smoothies, because they have such digestive issues. Also, by the way, why do you think she thought of making that digestion aid recipe with the papaya seeds? Would a human being who's eating the carnivore diet, just some cooked muscle meat, the fake carnivore diet, think about that? No. Say whatever you want about them, but at least their digestion is pretty alright. You only think of stuff like this when you have digestive issues. All of her recipes on the side. It's just so crazy to look at this, because humans in nature hunt animals, they cut them open and eat them raw, they drink the blood, eat the liver raw, and now you have this human being, and she's clearly underweight, trying to survive on green juices and some kind of seeds, none of which would even be found in nature. It would be just about impossible, but because she buys them in the store, in her fancy vegan organic store probably, or some nonsense, in her plastic package, she gets it delivered, imported. Yeah, that's why she's somehow surviving. Is that for her baby daughter? Oh my god, it really is. Fuck. Oh my god. What?
Alright guys, I just filmed a workout and took a shower, washed my hair, having a
So she feeds her baby celery juice with parsley. Oh my god, super toxic green leaf. And then all these pesticide-ridden fruits, and just no fat-soluble vitamins. No vitamins A, D, K2, no B12, none of the animal B vitamins, B6. That's pure malnutrition, man. That's just screaming underdevelopment.
hair, so it's really the best feeling. And I'm having my papaya now. This is so nice to have ready in the fridge, guys. I'm not like big on meal prepping for the whole week, but I'm big on meal prepping in the morning for the day, and I love it.
All the acid again, all the time. She just clearly suffers from digestive issues because she eats fake food. And now she will consume just sugar, basically, with some minerals. That's all that papaya is. The only thing that I could say is that maybe she's better hydrated than most people, because that's how she gets her actual real liquids with electrolytes in. That's all cool, but you need to eat real food still. That's still gonna make you look old, age you quickly. You need to eat a lot of raw fat. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm also having a bowl of figs. I know it's technical.
That again kind of looks like meat, something animal-based, the insides, again red, because you're just craving real food so much.
Not fig season yet, but I saw these at the juice store this morning and they look...
Where does she live? I thought that she lives in the UK or something. When is the fig season in the UK? There are no figs in the UK, right? Figs come from Turkey, for example. They grow in Turkey. Warmer climates, except if she lives somewhere else.
So good. Yum. Figs are one of my absolute favorites. So yummy. I just ran into a lovely follower. So sweet.
So excited.
And here is my lunch, guys. I have one huge avocado, and actually I'll have a second one as well, but I'm starting with one. Some nori paper, and I also ordered 2 bowls of rice, but I still have some leftover rice, so I'm making some sushi bites. This is my favorite. It's so simple, but so delicious. And Haley...
This is actually pretty funny because the way sushi started was that they put the rice around the raw fish because they were trying to preserve it, also ferment it. And then eventually, when there was famine, people started eating, this was in Japan, by the way, the rice together with the fish. Back then, they always used to simply eat the fish. They would throw away the rice. But because of starvation, they started eating the rice. And nowadays, people eat sushi as in rice with fish, even though that was never actually the intention behind it. But my point is that now she actually is going to eat the avocado with the rice, which never even used to be around. That's never been a thing anyway when it comes to sushi. But it's just funny that now there's no fish at all. You see how it was turned upside down? Back then, the rice was thrown out. They only ate the fish. And now they only eat the rice, people like her, with some avocado or whatever. That's pretty funny.
Is having her.
It's pretty sad also because of how manipulated people have been. She's just trying to kind of imitate sushi because she really just wants the raw fish.
Lunch nap. All right, guys, I had 2 more bowls of rice and 1 more big avocado. I'm really full and satisfied.
There's no way that you're satisfied by eating rice and avocado. It's just a lie. And now she's making a glow soup. Very nice. With leeks, with flowers. Yeah, just put in some flowers. Why not? Some potatoes from South Africa. Just nothing that's ever found where you live. Carrots, green, yeah, just everything fake.
All right, guys, here is my dinner. The soup I prepped earlier.
Roasted pumpkin to imitate roasted meat. And one of the most disgusting soups I've ever seen. Soups also only used to be created because people were starving. And at least they cooked the inedible tough parts of the animal, maybe along with something else, but that was the base of it. Now she makes a veggie soup. Again, when you think about how everything has been twisted around, it's crazy to look at it.
Now super thick and creamy. I blended half of it, took out some cooking water.
Creamy because you crave animal fat again. You constantly all day long crave animal foods.
And I also added more green peas and more potatoes on top. Guys, this is so comforting and delicious. And then I am also having some roasted pumpkin. So I just roasted that on parchment paper for 50 minutes at 180. So delicious. Honestly, guys, roasted pumpkin is so satisfying.
She's literally imitating meat, man. This is crazy.
I love it. This is my easy, simple, delicious dinner. Also, guys, just to show you, I know a lot of you are interested in that. My post-dinner tummy is not as flat as in the morning, and it's totally normal to not have a flat tummy all day. So I just want to show you my post-dinner belly, full and happy, and totally normal, guys, too. And this is not being bloated. There's a difference between bloated and just between having had a delicious meal. So
The only way you're not going to be bloated or create gas is if you eat raw meat or any kind of raw animal foods. That's it. If you eat veggies, even most fruits, except for oranges and whatnot, where you essentially only consume the water, the liquids, I should say, it's not really water, you're always going to have some kind of extended gut. It just has to be like that. What is she talking about?
just to normalize not having a totally flat tummy all day. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this what I eat in a day. Please let me know what kind of videos you would love to see more. Yeah, any questions you have, leave them below. I'll try to get back to all of them. And I see you very soon in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to join this community, guys. Really made this so special, and thank you for all your
The hoodie is until here, probably because she's cold. Yeah, because how do you produce any body heat when you eat like this? How did she even get pregnant in the first place? I wouldn't be surprised if it was done artificially.
kind words. Like your feedback really always warms my heart. I'm not just saying this, it really does make my day. Come join us on Reset. You can start a 7-day free trial. You are in for a treat. Bye guys.
This is her Instagram. She's still selling her recipe books and whatnot, as she always used to do. Okay, vegan baby, lead weaning, getting her used to solid foods. That's messed up. 70 vegan recipes. Yeah, she's just selling nonsense. Sugar free makes no sense. Carbohydrates are sugar. Gluten free, that may be true. Easy and quick to make. Oh, easy and quick would be to just eat an animal, to eat raw meat. What is easy and quick about any of this? In comparison, maybe to cooking some soup, but otherwise you still need to prepare it. Then we have her very well nourished body from all the exercise and a vegan diet. Very healthy body fat. Garbage. She shows off her body a lot. It's a bit over the top. I don't know why she needs this attention. Her daughter looks okay, I guess. You can't really tell at this age. Yeah. I wonder what she eats, and she was breastfeeding her as far as I know, which is great, of course, but she depleted herself. The mother gave everything, all the animal nutrients, breast milk is obviously milk, it's an animal food, to the daughter. Maybe that's what kind of saved her, and now what's gonna happen if she doesn't breastfeed her anymore? And she doesn't feed her animal milk, let's just assume so. I don't know if she has stated anywhere that she feeds her a vegan diet officially. And even if, you can never trust any of these people online, because they may just be lying, trying to sell you their recipe books. But if she's going to be eating just fruits and pumpkin and whatever, well, that's malnutrition. That's going to end really badly. Again, more nonsense recipes. Again, just fruits, just sugar and minerals, just nothing. That doesn't do anything for a child.
Be good-hearted and help each other out. Good news won't often.
Yeah, pineapple. Okay, yeah, but I mean, this is not nourishing food. Children need to consume a lot of meat, animal fat. In nature, they give liver to children as the first food. Okay, she seems sort of happy, maybe, I suppose. Oh wait, do they live maybe in a tropical place? Or maybe they live in the south somewhere. What is she eating there? She has good genes also from the mother, but this cannot last if you continue like that. I don't know how the father looks like. Yeah, but it's constantly just sauces and meat imitations. Her whole Instagram is full of that. Green cookies? What? Pistachio cookies.
I'm a dog, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like that.
Ugh, what is this music? Ugh. Okay, just seed cookies, just yeah, it's just all sugar and anti-nutrients and toxins. And what is this nonsense? And just yeah, it's just pure malnutrition. I don't know if
Was rough, but lately.
I don't know if this can even turn out well. Wait. Wait. Wait, she's 34 or what? How old is the child actually? Like, how long has it been? Like 2 years almost or something?
You had them growing up, but I love.
Here she looks underweight for sure. She doesn't look healthy here. This was I never use Instagram. Oh, in February. I don't even know where to look at for dates. That's actually my first time really using Instagram, believe it or not. I've been on there before, but I just never. I'm just not interested in it. I guess that it's a good way to promote yourself. Yeah, maybe I should have done that myself. Actually, some people said that, but having so many social media websites is just so time consuming. Maybe if somebody manages it for you.
All kinds of sweets, including those. And
All that you give her are sweets. Yeah, okay, so just fruits and oh, that's it. Oh no. Whatever. It's just all the same. I don't know how this girl is gonna grow up. How she can be healthy with this kind of a mother. The mother has an ED, obviously. I think that's needless to say. Right now, maybe because she was breastfed, she looks okay-ish, but she's already at a pretty low body weight, and you just cannot develop properly. Then this is what happens when you're malnourished. So when you will be closer to 5, 6 years old, and then during puberty and so on, you're really gonna see the consequences of this. But she's for sure not gonna be eating a vegan diet. On a vegan diet, children, as we know from many cases, pass away within months or at the latest within years. And they already look very malnourished during those years, months, when it all goes downhill because they get breastfed and then it goes completely downhill. Yeah, it's just all a very bad household to grow up in because it's just all fruits and cookies and meat imitations nonstop. It's just pure malnutrition. Really, really bad. I do recommend having children. It's the best thing on earth, but if you're a mother like this, parents like this, if you do not understand what to feed your children, not that she necessarily has bad intentions, I think, then you just shouldn't be having children. It's just straight up the way it is. As we can see, nothing has changed in her life over the years except that she has a child now, and unfortunately she's malnourishing the child. As I said, when you're breastfed, until you're at the age of 1, maybe 2 in very rare cases. I'm not even talking about vegans. In general, people don't breastfeed their children that long today, which is okay if it's at least for 1 year. But when it comes to a vegan, usually they can't even pull that off. Then you can't really see that much deterioration, obviously. Of course, the vegan milk, it's still animal milk, but when it comes from a vegan mother, isn't that good. It's not nutritious, and you do lose your own body fat when you create the milk made out of animal fat, partly, to give it to your child. And as we can see, she is very much underweight. But because of this, the child can somewhat develop in the first year or two. But then if you try to feed a child a vegan diet afterwards, it's just completely downhill. It has to be like that because plants don't have over 15 micronutrients. It's just malnutrition by definition. There's just nothing anybody can do about it. There's no recipes, no seeds on earth that you will import, no fruits, veggies, nothing that will have these nutrients. So you will always be malnourishing your child when you feed them a vegan diet. And then you shouldn't be surprised if the spine doesn't develop properly, straight the way it should, that they don't grow as tall, as wide, their faces stay more narrow, they need braces because of crooked teeth. All the problems that we have today, just even worse when it's a vegan child. And oftentimes there's many cases where these kind of diets for children end up in them passing away. There used to be a great website of all the children who have passed away, as in it was a great source of information. That website was removed for whatever reason. I used to link it always in my videos. Makes you wonder why it's removed. And maybe it's just a coincidence. But my point is simply that if you would feed this to a child for a prolonged period, then that's how it would end. That's why if she's a good mother, if she already doesn't do that, she's just going to be a chigan. She probably is one herself already, because you can't pull off a vegan diet for that long. But for her child, at least, she should give her dairy, eggs at the very least. On a vegetarian diet, you can survive. You're still going to be malnourished and you won't develop properly the way you should naturally, but you will survive on a vegetarian diet. There are children who grew up on purely vegetarian diets. You can argue about how healthy they are, but at least you can survive. On a vegan diet, you're never going to survive, so it could never end well. So she will for sure probably become a chigan, at least, a cheating vegan. That's what it means. People thought of this term because a lot of vegans do cheat. At the very least, if she's a good mother, she will realize that she will have to do that for her daughter. And realistically, she's probably already doing that. Thanks for watching.